What's up with it, y'all? Back with another episode of And I'm Standing on It podcast. We got the regulars on here, man. What's up with that boy 80 West?
What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all? Tap in, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Every platform I'm up on that thing, man. What's up with 80 West? Y'all tap in, man. Thing rolling.
Right. You know, I know we was running a little bit behind, man. We were just trying to wait till everybody came in. We had some difficulties. Some people was logged in, logged out. You know what I mean? But we here. What's up, that boy Reflection?
Hey, I'm here. I'm happy to be back, man. I'm happy to be on the podcast every time, man. Speaking the truth, you feel me?
We was gonna pull up on you last week. We was meaning to hit you, just find out where you was at. All of us was gonna come through. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been love. It's mad love. You know, I be working the corner like Frank Lucas, you know.
we be trying to be in the videos. I see what you be posting and stuff, so you know what I'm saying?
That shit's all the way live. It's authentic. Hey, you can't cap live. You know, and I love going viral. I've been going viral lately, so I ain't even tripping. I just can't wait till the dollars come in.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. But they say you just gotta be consistent with it, man. That's it.
That's it.
You know
this is yep.
Well, yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight, man. You know, we just passed over the weekend. You know, Saturday was Valentine's Day. I don't know if any one of y'all celebrated or went out or did anything, but I know I was at home in the bed. You know what I mean? I popped my own goddamn bottle. You know what I'm saying? And I popped my bottle to saving money and ain't out there spending it. So, you know, it felt good. You know what I mean? Got one Bel Air bottle and laid my ass down. You know?
Word.
I mean, you know.
Straight up, I seen a lot of these dudes out here spending $300-$400. You know the price go up. $400 on a hotel room. $300 on dinner, $80 on flowers, probably $30 on candy, and drinking all night. I said, boy, you did all that for 2 minutes worth of sex, huh? Ain't no way in hell I would have did that.
You know,
Cap. I went to the stores and there was a lot of niggas buying Valentine shit. And I'm talking about when I dropped my kids off at school in the morning by 8 o'clock, I went inside them stores and niggas was buying it. White, Hispanics.
If you in a good situation, though, it ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, for the fuck of it, if it's not your other, then you just, you know, you doing whatever, you know, that's the Willy Foo. But if it's your significant other, man, you supposed to be able to have that day where, you know, y'all can buy. You know, it ain't like it don't happen on other days and whatnot, but you know what I mean?
Man,
me and my girl.
Valentine's Day supposed to be every day down there for you and your girl, man.
But you know, on them days, man, Valentine's Day be all about the female. That's all about them, man. It ain't, you know what I mean? It's real more so about them. But at the same time, the solid ones gonna return the favor as well too.
I'm glad you said that, because that's the one thing we be missing in Valentine's Day. I see the flowers, I see the candy, I see the dates, I see the dresses, I see all that, the fancy dinners.
Yeah,
I never see what the nigga get though.
See, and that's the thing. That's because a lot of them is takers and they're not givers. You know what I'm saying? My girl hit me with the reverse Uno card this year, bro, and she took me out. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And laced my boots real quick. You know what I'm saying? And put a nigga with the new system in and all the shit or whatever, the new laptop joint and all the shit. Took a nigga to the Fogo de Chao.
Yeah.
Steakhouse joint, you know what I'm saying?
My thing is, I got nothing against niggas in love. I got nothing against that. I'm definitely a sucker for love. I love relationships and everything like that. But how did they steal the day from us? You know, that day supposed to be mono. It's supposed to be male and female. Yeah. How did the females steal that day from us? Because Valentine's Day is assumed to be all about women. When did it be all about women? That's the part I have an issue with. When did it outside of it being a pagan holiday, that's another story. But let's say we celebrate it for what we feel it is. It's about love and everything like that. How did the females take that day from us and make it about them?
Because like anything else in life, that's what it's going to be about. I mean, if you know what I mean. At the end of the day, when one thing I realize about a lot of this shit, man, about the relationship shit is the majority of what goes on when it comes to festivities and this and that other, that shit is all for the woman. You know what I'm saying? As a man, majority. I mean, it's not that we're not supposed to enjoy shit or we're not supposed to have nothing, but a lot of that just be. It's more of a peaking point for them. It's more of a rewarding time for them. It's more of a celebratory time for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's for the healthy relationships. I'm not talking about niggas just tricking off or doing whatever. I'm talking about like a real relationship, not, you know what I mean, somebody that you really with and that's really your person. You know what I mean? And it's cool when it goes both ways. You understand what I'm saying? Because then it don't feel like it's just one-sided. When it feel like it's one-sided, then it feel like you're getting robbed. And that's when cats be having a problem with shit in the whole nine. But you got to be able to do for them as much as you want them to be able to do for you as well.
Yeah, you got a lot of these dudes that be spending all this money, and they be dating some of these women that they think it's an even exchange, that you blew a lot of money, and she may gave you some sex at the end of the night. And I'll be feeling like, look, man, that's not an even exchange.
But
It's not you, and I'm giving you me. That's the exchange.
Yeah, but see,
it's not a fair exchange. I feel actually the women should be celebrating us men. And we know what the men I'm talking about. I'm talking us men that's holding it down. Us men that's walking in the door tired. We barely want to eat the food that the bitch cooked because we're so tired. And this is us 7 days a week. We working outside of the home and we working inside of the home. This bitch coming to me talking about, hey, the fridge is leaking. Hey, this is broke. Hey, can you do this? Hey, my car's not starting. So not only are we working on a white man's job, but we got to come home and work on that bitch's job at the crib. So Valentine's Day to me should actually be a bit honoring us for doing what we doing 7 days a week. When do we get a rest?
Man.
We don't. We don't even get a rest on the love day. Cupid ain't shooting that many arrows in these bitches' ass for us not to get love. So
Man,
to
I
me,
think the biggest on Valentine's Day, if y'all stepping out together as a couple, or I don't know if that's your wife, that's your girlfriend, maybe that's just the girl and the guy you rocking with at the time. I think the biggest flex is when y'all both stepping out in front of everybody, man, and y'all both doing for each other, showing out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look, I'm handling for her and she handling for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the flex, not how much money this nigga could just spend on you for Instagram. You feel me?
No, real shit, man. But see, that's when it boils back down to it being something solid. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of this shit be one-sided because it ain't really as solid as motherfuckers be thinking the shit is. There's nothing wrong with you doing for your partner and your partner doing for you. If that's your person, that's the way it should be. That's the way it's supposed to be. It ain't no team if it's just one motherfucker playing. Patrick Mahomes ain't winning the Super Bowl by himself. You understand what I'm saying? So it take the teamwork to make the dream work. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's where the landslide comes in at, right? Because something that's not significant is where you see them cats out there breaking hella bread for a motherfucker that don't even really got their back. You understand what I'm saying? If shit get rough, is they gonna be able to help that person? The dude spending all that bread on that person and doing all that, you know, to show whatever level of interest he has in the female. If he's in a jam, is she gonna do that same for him?
Yeah. You know, it's all a Valentine's Day, just a fake ass holiday, just to get the economy booming, having people out in the street spending unnecessary money. They hike the prices up on the dinners, the alcohol. You see the flowers go up to $80 that's originally $25. But if you go back to the store on the 15th, it's back down to $25. And the roses on clearance now.
It's America. That's the American way.
It's a money grab. I feel it's a money grab, but then it's up to your spouse or your partner to understand that. So it shouldn't even be about what you're going to do for her and what she's going to do for you. It should be about unification, and you should be able to wake up on that day and realize, I don't care if we're sitting here at this crib and watching Netflix or just laying in the bed all day. What is your loyalty to me, and have you proved that? What is my loyalty to you, and have you proved that? Yeah. That's what I think. I feel like Valentine's Day should be an inventory of a person's love for each other. Valentine's Day should be inventory. It shouldn't be about what you're bringing into the relationship or what you're buying. It should be inventory. And if that inventory comes back negative, you should leave that bitch the fuck alone. If that inventory comes back negative, you should leave that nigga alone. I feel that from here on out, Valentine's Day should be an inventory and an evaluation of each other's love for each other. And if it ain't done, you need to move the fuck on.
But what I think it's actually the opposite. I think what it is I think through the course of the year, it's every day is an evaluation, right? And if you made it to another year with that same person you was with last year for Valentine's Day, that means that y'all on to something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not necessarily, because that's what is anniversaries for? Anniversaries are for evaluation.
No, you're right. You're right, but it ain't nothing wrong. It ain't nothing wrong with, because I don't want people to get the notion that because you do something for your person that's what it's all about. But I think sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it's the actual act of kindness from either side, right? Okay, you my person on this day, even though it ain't no different than any other day that you might just give flowers or you might just do something on GP. On that day, it's kind of solidified. Not only, you know, is this your person, but this is your love. This is the person you with. It's the person you rocking with. So if we're gonna go out and flex and do our thing together and all that, I'm with it. I'm with it 100%. Me and my girl had a good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down with the matching outfit.
I'm
down with all
the shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down with her with the red dress on, stepping out.
Yeah.
I'm next to her with my suit on with some kind of red going on, and but we both clean and we both giving and doing for each other. I'm not the play toy, and it's all about you today, and that's it. You know what I mean? It just ain't going down like that.
No, that's real.
I think for me, women need to go back to honoring and extremely loving us men, because we're the testosterone that keep the battery running. Because when bills ain't getting paid, kids ain't getting taken care of, who do they blame? Who do they look at? Who do they look at? It's us. I think it's more of a woman's job to stroke and groom our ego than it's our job to groom their beauty and their sex. Because sex is a fair exchange. What makes her sexuality more better than my sexuality in the bedroom?
I agree with that.
So outside of that, women need to start honoring and grooming us more. Because when the house falls, they're gonna look at us and expect us to hold it down.
So on that note right there, reflection. I'm glad you said that, man. I want to. I had an OG brother that just passed away, man. Rest in peace to that boy Archie. He told me that shit specifically, bro. He was like, man, that's what we was talking about, leading in the household and what takes place in the household. And he was like, man, the man has to be the designated driver in the household, because if anything ever goes bad, it's always gonna fall on the man. If the house get taken, where was that man at? The car get repossessed, where was that nigga at? The kids ain't got nothing to eat, what is that nigga doing? They're never gonna say, what is the woman doing? Ever though. And even if the woman might be the cause of it, and she still ain't gonna get the blame for it. The very first thing, no matter if there's a man in that house, he assumes all responsibility for anything that ain't right. And my boy, man, rest in peace, Archie, man. He told me that, man, and that sat with me forever, because that's really the reality to it. So I rock with that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, and that's what puts us in that position to do. We are the testosterone. We are the strong ones. We are the bad, but we get all of that. So that makes it even more of a reason for a day like Valentine's Day to be able to spend that time with your person, and just to be able to, even if it's showcasing and glamorizing, like Benz was saying, to step out with your person and make your person feel good. You honor that person honors you enough to where y'all can step out together and enjoy that day. I think that's what it's really more about. You know what I mean?
And you think people started missing a point of Valentine's Day? Do you think Valentine's Day today is all for show and not even really about that person you with?
Yeah, I think it is.
I feel it's trash. I don't feel like there's no love on Valentine's Day. I feel like it's garbage. I feel like it's trash. And this is for the couples. This is not even for the single people that might be hating. They might be bitter. And they might have problems with their baby daddy, baby mama. No, this is for the couples that are still together. I think that day is trash. I even think they even start evaluating their relationship with their partner. And they might even have a side situation that they're going to
Just
second guess and
enjoying
say,
it. So
I'm
so
going to
you
get
don't
with this
agree.
one.
So you don't think enjoying it? You think it's more of is more of like it's not possible to be able to share a day with your person. I'm not
I
talking
don't
about
believe it.
abroad.
I don't believe it. No, I don't believe it because I feel your partner is evaluating her relationship with you. So
But see,
she's
but that depends on the type of chick you got, because some women are just as happy, if not more, and without receiving all of that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be the bottle of Dom Perignon. They might cool with the
no,
food. It might, it ain't gotta be a 5-star joint. They might just be cool with this. It might not be a dollar amount to somebody, because flowers don't cost $80 unless you want them to cost $80. Is all I'm saying. Like, nigga, you know what I mean? Let's just keep it a buck. So you might be able to do all those things for a woman and you only spend $150, but because you got a solid woman, that meant the world to her. You understand what I'm saying? As opposed to a woman that put price value on what she was able to do for her. You know what I mean?
My assumption of a female on Valentine's Day and Mother's Day, it's the same way you met her. The same day you met her, you have to impress her on Mother's Day and Valentine's Day. And if she don't get those goosebumps on Mother's Day or Valentine's Day, she's not really into you or giving a shit about you. She's going along with the program, but her mind is somewhere else because she wants to feel that same way on Mother's Day that you made her feel the first time you cracked her. She wants to feel that same way on Valentine's Day the first time you did when you cracked her. And if you can't emotionally make them feel that way on those 2 days, she ain't really caring about you bringing roses, chocolate to eat. That's routine to her.
The first thing is, it shouldn't come down to them 2 days to determine how much she care about you. So let's start off with that. Because if you with somebody, it's your day-to-day actions that's going to determine that. That's for one. For two, the feeling of when you met her ain't nowhere near the feeling is after you've been with somebody for 10 years. Because obviously you done rolled it out 10 years. It's going to be way more invested in after 10 years of being with somebody than it was when you met that person. So if a motherfucker had your back for 10 years and you can't show a motherfucker how you feel, I mean,
it's only going to be invested financially. It's not going to be invested emotionally. It's only going to be invested because the same woman that you take out that you've been with for 10 years, let her go to the restroom and on her way to the restroom, let one dude try to get at her. She's gonna feel them butterflies, and she's gonna say to him, I'm taken, or I got a man." But look how excited she's gonna get on the way to the restroom.
But the reason, for your situation, the reason why, because you done called her 30 bitches before she got to the bathroom. I'm talking about your emotional investment. So I can't be with nobody for 10 years and not be emotionally invested into that person.
It's gonna be like a job. Relationships become like a job. I know niggas have been at a job for 10, 20 years, and it's like a job. Relationship. Once you go past that 5th year, relationships are like a job. You either need to find you another bitch, or you need to perform. What?
I said it is like a job because you got to show up and perform.
Okay, so how do you keep that boredom from setting in after 5, 10 years?
I mean, it's all about the individual. That's what I was leading with from the jump. It all depends on the person that you with. There is a lot of women that will factor in how much you quote unquote care about her by how much you spend on Valentine's Day, and if you didn't spend that much, you don't really love her. But what type of woman is that though? You understand what I'm saying? That speaks more about her character as a person than somebody, and then also that speaks on you, because what type of dude is gonna maintain a woman knowing that she only with you for what you can provide financially?
I think that's with all women. I think that's with all women.
You can't put all women in that category because a lot of women aren't moved by money, bro. There's a lot of women, contrary to what you might think, believe, and would get fed to us a lot. It's a lot of women that are not moved buy money, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with
No,
you.
no, it's right. You're right. Not just monetary. Women are moved by how long can we survive them and keep them happy. Women are moved by happiness. How
Definitely.
many niggas can keep a woman happy? There's
Yeah.
little to none. You think Beyonce is happy right now?
I mean, she probably was already happy. Nigga, she got her own money. She got her own everything. She don't need that,
You
nigga.
think
So
Sierra's
she
happy?
would be.
Sierra is not happy because old boy ain't busted them guts. Oh, he probably never bust them guts.
Man, that nigga getting everything he want over there. And that nigga taking care of
Sierra,
that nigga name is Future Wilson. Nigga, that nigga name is Future Wilson. Nigga,
Sierra has a husband. That's all she got is a husband. And to most women, that's a clout. That's a bragging right. Most women don't want just a husband. They want a nigga that's gonna make sure that he's handling his business.
Here we go.
And I guarantee you,
he back on that sex stuff. Look, man.
I'm telling you, it's about Valentine's. So
Look,
I'm on the
man.
same level.
Hell no. Sierra, you gotta think about where Sierra came from. Her baby dad is Future, who out here fucking everybody moving. Russell Wilson, we all know, is a different caliber of man than Future.
It's square. Just call it what it is.
I swear to God, I think she happy because look what he first of all, he took on a kid that's not his.
Exactly.
He didn't date her and just try to fuck her. He married her and made her. He made her a wife. Everywhere he moved, she's side by side with him. Wherever he goes, she right there with him. She even be there in his business meetings with the league when he be signing his new contract deals. The Future wasn't moving like that with her. So it's more than just sex that's making her happy, man.
Because to be honest with
old,
you,
bro, there's only so many positions we can do. This shit get old. I don't care.
But also because of how women are programmed as well, too. That shit probably mean more to her than sex.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it, man. Every human don't move the same. I get what you're saying because it's a lot of that, and we get flooded with that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about it, man. It's billions of motherfuckers on this earth. All of the billions of motherfuckers can't move the same way. You know what I mean?
I feel women don't love us enough, and I feel women, and they've heard this before. I'm pretty sure you niggas heard it before. Women have more power in a relationship than what they assume they do. But you know what happens to women? They redirect. They redirect their power and they lose it because they don't understand. If you honor and respect us and make sure you keep that covered,
we'll give you everything.
You will gain more. Huh?
We'll give them everything they want.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I know.
It's simple. If you stroke our ego, you honor us, you respect us, and you keep a fence around that thing, we will bust our ass off for y'all. But they don't understand that. Women don't understand.
It's something to do. You know what I mean? We can't just categorize everybody and say they all the same way. But what I will say is this to power up your point, what you're saying, because I agree with you to a certain extent. We're getting force fed a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Through the social media, through the YouTube, through the video, we getting force fed, and then it's trickling it in from the internet to real life, because a lot of these motherfuckers is getting all the information they're retaining is coming from somebody else's podcast or somebody else's new rap song or somebody else's new video they didn't see, or a motherfucker that got 200,000 followers on Instagram, saying this is the way that you're supposed to go about it. So a lot of what they learning is bullshit, but I can't say that all women are the same when it comes to that, because they're not all the same.
I can personally say, as a man, and I've had real relationships, I can definitely say my narrative and understanding of a woman and a women, what their focus point is, I can definitely say their failure is not making sure they're loving and honoring, respecting that man.
I agree.
I can definitely say that.
I agree with that.
And I've had real relationships.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. But then we can't leave out the equation though that dudes be fucking up too. We be fucking up too. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So it's not like
I don't.
Nah, nigga, every nigga fuck up, nigga. At
I
some
don't know
point,
how to fuck up. I
you
don't
know
know
what I'm
how
saying?
to fuck up in a relationship. I don't know how to fuck up in a relationship.
Well, as you
I
get
don't.
older too, I mean, it shouldn't be the urge to want to fuck up. When we younger, we do dumb shit. When we older, we understand what we got already. So it's like,
With me, it was all about my upbringing with a female. I never fucked up in my relationship when I was younger, ever. I never fucked up. I was always about that woman that I was with. I didn't care if she was ugly or not. If I impregnated her, that was my girl. That was my wife. If I told her, if I looked at her and told her how I love her, I could never take that back. I had to prove it.
yeah,
I
that's
had to
real.
prove it.
That's real.
I had to prove it to the point to where even if I realized I didn't love her no more, my job was to continue to love her until we was no longer together. That's how serious I took love.
So with that being said, that means that you was invested into that individual.
Yes, but I was invested into what I assumed a woman was.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed at today's women. That's why I don't fit into today's narrative of love, because it doesn't match with my assumption of what love was. I thought from a woman's standpoint, if a man is taking care of you and he's a provider and he's looking out for you and he's protecting you, that you would love that nigga. I never knew it boiled down to materialistic.
But
I never understood it.
What you said is absolutely correct, because that's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like that. So your theory wasn't wrong. You just had the wrong bitches. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your theory wasn't, you was spot on with your theory, because that is the way the shit's supposed to go, right? As a man, you doing your job, you doing what you're supposed to do, you taking care of it, you being faithful, you making sure you securing your home, everybody's straight, and the man keeping shit going, and the woman on the back end should love you accordingly. But you're absolutely right about that. Like, there's nothing else about it. But it don't always work like that, bro.
Yeah, but where is the Coretta Scotts? Where is the JFK wives at?
From the 50s in the 60s. It ain't no more than none of that. All that shit is over with, bro. That's over with. It ain't too many.
So how would you gauge Trump's wife? What do you think the bullshit she going through? And she's still rocking with that garbage.
I wouldn't gauge Trump's wife. Like, I mean, have you seen that bitch? She look like Skeletor. That nigga from E-Man.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But I want to ask you though, Reflection, what is your view of today's women? When you said today's women, you just made a comment like that. Today's women are the same. What is today's women to you? What do you see?
I think today's women don't even know what they want.
That's correct.
I think today's women don't even know what's valuable and what they need to find in a man. Outside of finances and sex, I don't think a woman understands what a man is and what the value of a man is outside of sex and finances. I think if today's women can get beyond sex and financial, I think they'll begin to see what a true worth of a man is. I think they'll understand what man they need to get behind, what man they need to support, and what man they need to ride with, because it's getting scarce out here for women. You're not going to keep having chances after chances to find a good man, because there's more women out here available for us than it is for us available for women. So I think women need to evaluate and inventory their own goddamn self and understand the true value of a man is greater than the bedroom and it's greater than finances. So I think women's mental and mentality is fucked up.
That's why I said what I said earlier when I said you can't put all the women in the same category, because there's way more women than it is guys.
It's the majority of the women.
But
It's
you got to think about this, though.
99%.
We got to think about it though. Think about this as a whole piece of pie, right? You basing 99.9% of what you're saying off of the women that you fucked with, and just women basically that was from America. So
I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about women that meet and greet in public. And I see the assumption.
But what I'm saying is this though, you haven't met enough a percentage of women to say what all women are doing. Now, had you as you Wilt Chamberlain the game or some shit like that, then I can see you niggas saying that.
Because of my social life. My social life has put me in a greater advantage of knowing the category of women. My social life has put me in a greater advantage of knowing the assumption of what women think about men. My social life.
From the numbers,
So
from the
I'm
numbers
not that nigga that's in the closet. I'm not that nigga that's in a relationship. So and even though I respect relationship, but I'm more active because I'm not in a relationship. So I have more data to come back to us men and say, yo, the women's analogy of us is fucked up.
Yeah, I agree to a certain extent, but I just know that it's a we in a time right now where things are easily impressionable, and people are also looking for instant results. And when you got them two things together, that's a bad combination, right? Because the easy impressionable part comes from the day-to-day TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you know what I mean? And motherfuckers see things on there and they kind of run with it. You see that even as things go with political, or something goes with the football game, or when something goes on with this, people taking sides quick to the motherfucker. So if you take a big number of people that all went through the same traumatizing event, whether it was a breakup or a spouse that left them, you know, male or female, and they're getting force fed these narratives. Oh yeah, we don't like black women, or all men ain't shit, or I'm not going 50-50, or I'm not. They're getting, so each speech is getting spewed out to somebody who resonates with that shit. So that's where a lot of stuff. And that's what I'm talking about. When you ask about the Claretta Scott, when you ask about the Claretta Scotts, it wasn't no Instagram when Claretta Scott was running around. It wasn't no
but
Facebook.
she was still committed. But she was still committed to her man. Women are not committed.
She also didn't have the negative influence that these women got together. She didn't have an Instagram she didn't have any negative influences to derail her from her relationship.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Why did Kobe's wife overlook his infidelity and stay with him?
Because he was Kobe. Because if that would have been a regular dude, she probably would have dipped, but that because he was Kobe. And after that, she still had 2 more kids, I think, with him after that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because he was Kobe. Because he was Kobe.
Right. So that means he's elevated his status within their relationship for her to see some commitment in staying with him, even though he humiliated her, right?
But he also has he had at the time, he probably was one of the highest elevated statuses in the world, in the country. You know, where you know, however big, you know, however far we want to take.
So he elevated his male status, or his alpha male status, to make her say, you know what, I want to stick with this. Women of today is not doing that.
Yeah.
They're not doing that. Yeah. They're after their own happiness. They're not after a unification of happiness. They're after their selfish happiness. And whatever makes them happy, that's what they're pursuing. And if you wake up tomorrow and you don't make her happy tomorrow, she don't want to be with you.
I get what you're saying. Because at first I wouldn't understand it, but I get what you're saying. Would Kobe's wife stand with him, even though he did humiliate her publicly?
He kept it solid.
Everybody knew the business. Her family knew. The friends knew. The neighbors knew. Because they all seen it on TV, what Kobe did. And they got married in California. She could have divorced him and took half of his money. But the fact that she did stick around,
she was solid.
Kept the marriage intact.
She was solid.
She was solid.
She was solid. So that's what I'm. So that's.
So you saying, but he said today's women aren't like that. He said all it takes for them to get upset and they out.
That's it.
No, because I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm gonna give you another example, right? Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert, right? As soon as they went through their little quarrels, their little situation, Tiana Taylor rich. She got a bag, but as soon as her and Iman Shumpert separated, she smacked him and did all the shit. She did the exact opposite, right? Because it was all about her. It was all about her. See, Vanessa kept the shit a band. And that's why when everything went the way it went, she won in the end. Think about it though. Just think about this though. Where the average woman or a woman that wasn't as solid as Vanessa would have dipped out, took half of his money and made hell for him to have with his kids and child support and all that old goofy ass shit, right? She kept it 1,000 all the way through. Let the nigga keep the life with his kids, let the kids and the family stay together, no matter, even though we all know she was humiliated. Hold on. But look what the reward was for that. When it was all said and done, she's the one that holds the Bryant legacy, my nigga.
She lucked out because she was still running her mouth, and that's why he put a judgment against her for talking about their relationship online.
But hey, no matter how you slice it, he didn't get fucked, and she stayed solid. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you slice it.
So what do you have
about this comment right here? She said, "Women don't leave when you make a mistake; they leave when you make it a habit."
That's solid. That's solid. That's solid.
So then you got to find out and reverse back to what the man you choose. The man you choose. That's why I go back to dating. You should have knew the direction of that man when you had that first or second or third date with that nigga. How do you not know that? Women of today are hopping in a bed with men. They don't even know this nigga's last name. They don't know his mother's last name or his father's last name. They don't know his brothers or his sisters. They're just knowing him and him only. How is that a healthy relationship? If you don't know the family tree by the time you say I do to that nigga. A lot of them don't. So women need to do their homework on the man that they're dating.
I thought you were talking about the first hopping in the bed, but I was gonna say shit. I done been there too. Shit, I forgot her name, let alone nigga what the fuck are the other people name was. That was first night shit.
No, I'm not dating. I'm not continually dating a bitch that I don't have intents on being in a romantic relationship with. I know a bitch that I'm trying to not, and I know a bitch I'm trying to be with. Females know the nigga that they're trying to not and the nigga they trying to be with. And that's what's separate.
That's why your shit be so rocky though, bro. I mean, damn, you can't even acknowledge her as my girl and then them bitches. Or nigga, my girl and then them bitches. Like, nigga, you just do it all in one bucket. They all bitches, nigga, all of them.
Because men, our job is to sexually dominate. And not every woman that we sexually dominate is somebody we're trying to cuff.
You're right. You're right about you. You're right.
We don't have to worry about that. It's the woman that has to worry about that because she's the one that we're going to impregnate. So she should make sure, is this nigga worthy of me laying down with sexually? So it's more than the woman to find out the history and the direction of this man than this man to find out the direction of the woman.
Hey, chat, don't listen to this. Hey, niggas, keep y'all dick in y'all pants, man. Be more selective of who you put it in. Don't never leave it to the broad. Make sure you know where you dipping and doing what you doing. I wouldn't relay that message to nobody else. You know what I mean?
Look what she just wrote. Look at the comment on the screen. What she said.
Have their own agendas. Some are worse than the men. Yeah, real talk. Real talk. And that's what I mean about being selective. That's why it's up to us. You got to think about it. We think logically. Women think emotionally. So if she lay down with somebody, it was something that touched her emotions. As a man, we got to think logically. I mean, we got to really, you know what I mean? We got to really make smarter decisions, especially in these damn times. When you know that's what's going on, shit, all right. You fuck around and lay down with the wrong woman, nigga, you going to be coming on the podcast with no rings and no chains on, nigga. I'm telling you.
Hey, let me ask you, Pac keeps saying being dominated sexually, say that's the man's job. Pac, what do you think the percentage within a relationship that sex play?
I think you're referring from a man's standpoint or from a woman's standpoint?
Well, let's say the woman's standpoint. Well, how important do you think percentage-wise sex is in a relationship?
I think for a woman, the expectation is a lot higher because women judge their partnership off of stimulation. Because there's a certain what do you call that? There's a certain pheromone that a woman gives to a man that she wants to be with. and she can have 1,000 niggas in one day, but it'd be that one nigga that she wants to open up her sexual pheromone to, that she will give to him, that's the one she's claiming. With men, it's totally the opposite. We can fuck 1,000 women in one day and we don't care. It's not that we don't care about her, but we just got our rocks off and we can keep walking.
No, when what's a woman, the percentage? What percentage do you think sex plays in a relationship?
We'll get it for daddy.
For a woman, I think it plays more for the man.
Give me a number though. What's the percentage? Give me a number.
I would say 95% for women. 95% for women.
And the reason I'm asking this because so for the women that are commenting on YouTube and on Facebook, if y'all can comment and give me y'all percentage in y'all own personal life, what percentage, what role, or how much does sex play within your relationship? Is it the number one priority in your relationship? Is it the finances? Is it the respect? Is it the love? Is it the family? What is that number to y'all on a scale? I say out of 100, what percentage y'all that y'all think sex plays within your relationship?
Watch him live.
See what they comment.
You I mean, I think I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it plays a big part. I think it plays a big part, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's not that it's the number one priority or any of that, but I think because that's when you only fucking with one person, that ignites a whole different spark. It's less important when you out fucking hella people, like what Reflection talking about. A dude can go when we was on that and it didn't matter, and when you're not in a relationship and you just doing whatever, you don't have that same attraction to somebody when you know that's that one that you only fucking with and that's it, and you ain't sticking your dick nowhere else. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. So that intimate time that you got with that person, it's another level because it goes further than just the physical. It goes further than just the physical, right? Because when you really locked in with a person, man, it's the sex is more than just a physical thing. It's an emotional attachment. It's a heartfelt situation. It's different than just somebody, just to smash somebody.
Women are more connected to
come in and dominate her.
Huh?
What's that?
He said you got to come in and dominate her sexually. So I wanted to know the percentage. Where we got one person so far, they said sex is 50-50.
No, it's not. With women, sex is everything because women would judge that off of if he's that guy for them or not. And to me,
I see studies that they say most women don't even have an orgasm and when they having sex. Most of the times the women do not have an orgasm.
Because they haven't given themselves to that particular man that they're having sex with. If a woman knows who she wants, and when she wants that particular man, she's going to have that orgasm. Even if he doesn't, even if his sex game is not where it should be, she's gonna be attracted to where she now gives that orgasm because she wants that man. So even if the man ain't doing his work, she's going to allow it to be done in her mind. So now her mental is going to be stimulated to where now her sexual is going to be stimulated. When a woman wants this particular man, that man is going to be that sexual god.
All right, we got 175%.
I told you it's important. It's important. It's more important than what people think it is. And I think the problem is that people don't want to admit how important it is because they don't want to see shallow or they don't just like that. I think at the end of the day, that's what it really.
Agree with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm just keeping my way real. It's important, man.
I think sex. My bad, Wes. I think sex is top tier, and I'm not saying women are vain to where they place everything on sex with a relation with a guy. But for the most part, I think women are controlled by sexuality and the ability of being pleased sexually. And outside of that platform, then they can move on forward with that man.
All right, well, you got a woman on the panel right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, we talk about what women what women want. We got a woman on the panel right now. You can ask her directly.
Yeah.
What up,
And
Steph?
you can't lie, Steph.
No, I'm
You
gonna keep
right
it a
on
buck.
time.
Yeah, keep it a buck.
So
And
yeah,
keep
no,
it a
I'm gonna
buck.
keep it all the way a buck. So this whole Galentine shit, whatever.
Oh,
Shit.
she said 6-7%.
Well,
But
hold
she's
on,
not
hold on. So
dominant. She's
we're
a
gonna get to
pleaser.
that. But as it relates to the Galentine, I don't even know what that is. I had to look that shit up.
What? You had to
I
look up
just
what?
don't. For me, I think people are too hung up on thinking a dude can it shows you how much he loves you by what he buys for you. That's the stupidest shit ever. Because in reality, if you love your person, that's something you do on the regular. And I think the whole purpose of Valentine's Day, if you choose to celebrate it, you all should be together. Like that's the purpose of it, right?
That's not the question we asked,
But
man.
it's trash.
That's not the
No,
question
we're
we
gonna
asked.
get to that. We're gonna get to that. But I think it shifts. I think as when we were in a relationship at a younger age, I think sex is probably like 75% of the thing, right?
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm keeping it a buck. And of course, nobody wants no boring ass, dry ass. Nobody wants to be doing the
Nobody
same
wants that
shit.
shit.
Like, come on, you got to keep it spicy. And I think the reason why a lot of relationships fail is because when you have kids, we start to put ourselves on the back burner. We stop getting
Yeah.
ready. We stop doing date night.
Yeah.
Shit starts falling apart. You got to keep it. You never want your partner to be able to say, expect, like, know you to the point where they already know what to expect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to see, like, people want to see you ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I
But
think as it relates to
takes it
cheating,
back
that's
to the
also why
bedroom.
people step out.
If the sex is trash for a woman, she's going to disengage from her man. She's going to love him. She's going to love him from a brotherly standpoint, like that's her brother, or he take care of the family.
No.
Hey, but
That's not true.
that goes both ways though, bro.
I think you learn as you go, right? Sometimes you just learn things, right?
Man, no, I'm gonna keep it a buck, Wes. Us men, and not to get too, us men can relieve ourselves, and we'll give that bitch that is giving us. Wait,
Doing none of that,
let
man.
me say it. Let me say it. How I say it. Us men can relieve ourselves, right? And we'll give that woman a pass that ain't giving us what we need.
Bullshit.
And we'll still stay with her.
Bullshit.
If we're not giving that woman that gratification sexually, she's not going to give us a pass.
Man,
She's
When
not.
you're in a relationship
you
and
know how,
you're attracted to somebody.
hey, the reason why a lot of these women ain't even on that tip is because they can please themselves, nigga. They got all so many fucking toys.
There's stores, you know what I'm
These
saying? Like,
niggas got more toys than Willy Wonka factory, nigga.
Ain't no toys doing it because they're using the same toy.
I'm gonna tell you,
but
them toys is the reason.
You like learn from each other, right? And then
them toys is the reason that
you
you
want to
got them
try
thinking
new
that they don't
things
need
and
no
like
nigga.
this, you know what I mean? And I think that's natural. But I think as you age, I think the sex starts to slow down, right? And then the shift changes. So it's maybe at the beginning it was like 75%. I think it starts slowly shifting as you go. You know, but you've already built that bond to where it's like, okay, here's our priorities. Now we want to do this, so that the focus shifts to those priorities as you age.
If you're not pleasing your woman sexually, that controls every other opinion that she thinks of you. Every other
I think
opinion that she
women
thinks of
don't
you.
mind teaching a dude like what we like.
Now I
You
will
just don't
agree with
like
you on
that.
that
You said
reflection.
that before. You were like,
No,
why is she
reflection.
doing this?
Reflection that point right there. Listen to what reflection said. Hey, say it again, my nigga. Say it again, my nigga.
Women, wait. Let me say this. Most women feel like we don't even know where the clitoris is. Most women feel like we don't
No,
even know where
you just don't like. See, you're when you
don't know.
told us on a previous episode, this girl tried to touch herself, and you didn't like that. But that's her way of trying. Like, hey, I'm trying to teach you. You know what I'm saying? And you just that turned you off. So that's a natural thing.
Hold
like,
on, what I missed? Hold on, what you talking about?
I don't feel women have enough sexual conversations with the man they're with. I don't feel like women sit their man down and say, hey, this is what I want and this is what I like. And that's what starts the breakup. It starts in the bedroom.
I think for me, men already are pulled in 50 directions. They're already asked too much by the world. So for me, when it comes to sex, the last thing I want to do is be one more thing that's asking more of you, right? But as you get to know your person, you kind of gradually, it's a natural thing. On a previous episode, you said that you were having sex with a girl and she started touching herself and that you were like, what the fuck is you doing? You didn't like that. But that's her way of trying to show you how she wants to be intimate.
Okay, so how is asking a man what your desire is wrong?
Boys ain't, yeah.
What?
No, I was reading, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
said how is asking a man your sexual desire wrong?
I think it varies. I think for me, I don't mind. It's like, tell me what you want or what you like, and vice versa, right? But I think I think men don't like talking about that too much. But again, there's a time and a place, and you got to just learn your partner, and that way you are comfortable to have that conversation. There's a way to approach it because you don't want to create Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're right, Steph. You 100% right. I mean, at the end of the day, because that's the whole compromise that you make when you're in a relationship. That's the whole.
Yeah.
That's what a relationship is built on. Relationships are built on compromise, right?
Yeah.
You choose this person. This person chose you. We're not talking about a one-sided relationship. We're not talking about a false relationship. We're not talking about where they're not in love no more. We're talking about a solid relationship where two people are in it to win it together, and they both on their best shit for each other, right? At the end of the day, hold on. You want to learn your person, and you want your person to learn you. You know what I mean? If you're really interested in growing, because you can't grow with somebody if you don't know somebody, right? Like, how the hell you gonna grow with that person if you don't know that motherfucker, right? So it works both ways. You got, as a man, you got to know what makes your woman angry.
It doesn't.
You got to know all of that shit, and vice versa. Your woman got to know the same shit about you, because when y'all learn each other's temperament, y'all gonna maneuver with each other better. And you know what I mean? And that's why it takes time. The thing that fucks people up the most is jumping straight into a relationship and then having expectations with somebody you ain't spent enough time to even know what they are. You know what I mean? And then you expecting the world out of somebody who you didn't have any previous engagement with to really know who that person really is. It takes a couple years to really know the core of who somebody is.
What separates a woman from a man in a relationship is a man is expecting domestic from a woman.
What does that mean?
And a woman. Oh my God. A woman is expecting a man to do the domestics, right? Pay bills, support the house, do this, stay strong through turbulent times. A woman is expecting her emotions to be taken care of. You know how serious the taking care of a woman's emotions is?
It's important. We want to save space.
A lot of times niggas don't have time to take care of your emotions.
Yeah, but
it's not necessarily taking care of it.
mandatory though. But it's mandatory.
It's not taking care of the emotions. As long as you are considerate and you have empathy and you're mindful of your person,
that's bullshit.
It's a natural thing. You know what I mean? I don't think it's something you got to over. Like, I think you put too much thought on it.
No. Hey, as often as I do not agree with this nigga, he right. Because as a man, you have to as a man, you have to almost cater to your woman's emotions, because that's how you guys are operating.
Yeah, right? But if she's happy, right?
But that's what I mean. I'm not saying it to where it's a one-sided deal. What I'm saying is that's part of the job description of being the man, is you have to cater to that woman's emotions, because y'all emotions are how you guys operate. You guys don't operate under no other frequency but emotions. Yeah. So if we're not catering to them emotions, we're not going. We're gonna be what's going on with y'all. You know what I mean?
If I don't remember our anniversary day, that's gonna bother your black ass or your white ass or your Hispanic ass the rest of the week.
That's the one day I would say that matters. Valentine's Day and all the other bullshit don't matter.
But what I'm saying is,
but if you know we love you, why would that bother you that bad?
Because it's an emotional goddamn.
What do you mean bother me? I don't celebrate that shit, so it doesn't bother me.
But no, for the women that he's talking about, for the women that you're talking about, I got you, bro. I'm with you. We on the same page, my nigga. I know exactly what you own.
But do you do you think that the reason, because I don't think that that's normal. I don't think, I feel like the reason why, I mean, we're emotional for sure. I'm probably more emotional than anybody. But I think that the problem today, or maybe why reflection probably feels like this is it's kind of like an extra job for you, right? Because I think the women, modern women, are different. And I think there's more trauma and more instability. And I think their priorities are not on the same focus as when I was growing up. Does that make sense? So I think, yes, you have more emotional turmoil that you have to deal with because people don't value or love themselves. You can make a person smile, you can make them laugh, you can do all those things, but whether a person is happy is fully and wholly up to themselves. And I think that's where the problem is, because people will, it's like going to a job interview. You go on these dates and they're really good at portraying all the good traits, but when it comes down to like the core of it, they're not really good with themselves. So they never healed, and therefore they're getting into this relationship with you. So now you feel like it's an extra job. That's what I think. I don't know.
My issue is why I feel it's an extra job is because if I'm taking care of you and I'm making sure you have provision, a roof over your head, food on the table, taking care of the kids and this and that, why do I have to cater to your emotions as a woman so much?
You shouldn't have to. That's what I'm saying.
I cater to you and your emotions, but why do I have to cater to you at the level of your expectancy if you see I'm doing my job outside of your emotions? You should love me for what I'm doing domestically.
Yeah.
How long have you been dating women, nigga? I mean, nigga, that's in there. I'm being real with you. Since the beginning of time, man, you got to think about what you
He has the time, though. He has the time.
Women are
be mindful of
women are the most unorthodox creature God ever fucking created, bro. And you trying to make it make sense. The shit don't make sense. It's just part of the plan.
I date legally under my age.
Oh my God.
This nigga right here.
That's the problem.
I'm not go R. Kelly me on the podcast.
That's why you got an extra heavy load of emotional turmoil.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it don't
legally under my age.
Yeah, that's right. Happiness starts within yourself.
That's a personal choice.
And also, too, not even that. It's like you want somebody that can meet your level of effort, and that's on all levels. Because I feel like that's the thing is like. People are not considerate. People are not saying, okay, how would I feel if I put all the load on this person? I think like that. Most people don't think like that. This shit ain't cool. You do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And I think that's a big ass part of it. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lack there. But you want to be with somebody who can meet you, who's equally yoked. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
I think amongst women, they have more conversations about the status of what your partner is doing for you than y'all have about what you're doing for your partner.
We don't. Because I never want to be a burden to somebody. I literally think about this shit for everything. I don't want to ever be an extra. I don't want to be one more thing that is added to your plate or something, another job or something that's asking more of you or like shit like that. I think like that, like for real. And I think that's another thing. I think you like a certain type of woman, which there's nothing wrong with it, but then you have different levels of shit you got to deal with. You know what I mean? Like we said, compromise. That's a compromise you're making because you like and there's nothing wrong with it. You like a younger woman, but you got to be mindful that there's more baggage that comes with that, more emotional turmoil. They're not stable financially. That's why you feel like you have it's like putting jobs on your back. And that's not how relationships won't work like that.
So check this out. I know we went in almost an hour now talking about Valentine's, and we haven't even touched on the subject yet of what this show is supposed to be about, which is Galentine. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to shift it a little bit to get into Galentine's Day. Now, Galentine's Day is something new that started in 2010, and it actually came from a TV show. It's where this whole meaning came from. Now, Galentine's Day is supposed to be celebrated on February 13th, not Valentine's Day. And the whole meaning of the Galentine's Day was, to have women celebrating other women, your friendship, your sisterhood, and also maybe an empowerment of women. What I want to know is where we are today from 2010 to 2026. Do you find that some women are using Galentine's as a separation to kind of widen that gap between men and women?
Who you
I
asking?
first let me speak on it. This is my first time even hearing Galentines ever. I've never heard that
We've been under a rock,
terminology.
apparently, because yeah.
I've never heard it at all. Secondly, I feel like why would women create a narrative or relationships outside of us men? Why would women create that group of women outside of us men?
So the thing is, and this is going to go back to the first segment, what you guys were talking about, when you guys said the Valentine's Day should be between the man and the woman, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
do for her, she do for me, should be about us. Now you come into this Galentine's again, which is now more going into single women now today, going out. It's supposed to be meeting for lunch, maybe some mimosas, stuff like that. I just seen some women take this Galentine's Day and turn it into a whole event, parties at an Airbnb in
That's crazy.
lingerie. That somebody in there can be recording with their phone. Now, or you can have a man and she is with her girlfriends, Galentine's Day at the Airbnb. It could be all women there and the lingerie, but somebody recording. Now it's posted. Now everybody can see your girl in her lingerie, all in the house, acting a fool. You know what I mean? So we got away from the true meaning of what the Galentine's Day was supposed to be to we are now. Can people in a relationship that's in love with each other, can they just have one day to be with each other and show each other off and say, baby, I love you, and do that without taking it away? And like, they got to turn to some women shit now.
I feel they should, but there's a lot of immaturity amongst women nowadays. I feel the majority of women are bitter and they're immature because a lot of their display on social media and even off social media, how they treat their man in public, how they treat their man in a restaurant, how they treat their man and cater to their man in the grocery store shows their immaturity. Women these days don't want to be led. They want to be followed.
That's not true.
And there is no real man that's going to follow a bitch. There's no real man that's going to be comfortable being led by a female.
No, you're right. I can't disagree with you.
Look, again, back to this type. You got a type. That's why you feel that way, but that's not correct.
I think the Galentine shit is just another way for them to escape accountability, right? Like, I'm just gonna keep it a band with you.
Being single?
Well, that's the whole thing. That's why they're single for a fucking reason.
I think it's
You know what I'm
a
saying?
single women thing.
They're
Maybe.
single for a fucking reason. And let's just keep it real. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. Ain't no good woman single.
I'm single. I feel like I'm a pretty decent person.
Ain't no
but I got
good
a lot
woman
going
single,
on.
nigga. Ain't no good ones. Something going on, stuff that niggas ain't telling you. But nigga, ain't no good.
There is. I don't got time. I really don't.
I know I'm just talking shit, but I'm just saying.
No, I really don't got time.
It ain't a whole. Well, let me say this because I don't want to sound like reflection. It ain't all the single women. It ain't a lot of good ones in there. Let me just say that. You know what I'm saying? Because most good women, somebody done already claimed.
No, in teens. What?
Think about it, right? If she really that good, why is she still single?
Yeah. I think maybe it's for a younger age group that's single. Because I think it's weird for girls to let's get together and let's all wear lingerie. Like, make it make sense.
That's the bitter brunch club right there. That's the one that the reflection talking about. Think about it. You got to be a sick individual to say on the day I'm supposed to spend with my person, I'm gonna get with my other single miserable ass friends and get together and have drinks somewhere at an Airbnb. You got to be a miserable motherfucker to think that that's the way you're supposed to celebrate Valentine's Day. Just think about it though. Ain't no niggas doing that. We ain't gonna get together a bunch of single niggas and get together on Valentine and I seen some old funny ass shit like that online. But you know, niggas had teddy bears and all that. I know that wasn't our type of party. That wasn't our type of party. But ain't no real niggas, ain't no man finna get up and say, yeah, man, look, man, since we all single, let's get together at my place, man, and play some space. Nigga, fuck no. If you don't get the fuck away from me, nigga,
I see that. It was 4 dudes together.
What she said.
Sitting on the floor, nigga, Indian style, nigga. Sitting on the floor, Indian style with teddy bears and shit.
And the four niggas was pillow fighting with each other. I'm like, bro,
what?
they not straight. Them wasn't straight men.
Yeah, that
Tell my
was
full grown niggas pillow fighting.
Them niggas
And
was,
you know with me,
With their shirts
you know
off.
with me,
them niggas
You
was
know,
sitting on the floor, Indian
Yeah, they're not
style, nigga.
straight.
with me, I
First
was
of
so
all-
committed.
First of all, don't no grown ass man sit Indian style, nigga. I don't give a fuck what's going on.
That nigga. So you definitely ain't showing up to yoga class.
Nah, nigga, not Indian style. I might do some other shit, but I ain't. First of all,
With
nigga,
me,
at this,
with me, I never saw myself going nowhere without my girl. But to say that in today's
Yeah.
generation, it sounds like I'm weak. It sounds like I'm a cornball. It sounds like I'm
no, it
insecure.
don't.
But with me, when I got in a relationship with my woman, I felt like if she was going to the club, we was going to the club together. I felt like if she was going to a house party, we was going to the house party together. I just felt like that was my girl, and I love her, and I'm her man, and she loved me. But in saying that
that
in
was so
today's
cute.
world, it seems
Oh, you
like
have a heart reflection,
Yeah,
it
it's in there.
seems like, hey,
You can't see it on all the chains. He got all this shit. He got
right?
too many chains. You can't see his heart. He got too many chains. All this
I'm like,
shit.
oh shit, there's a heart in there. There's
Hey,
more,
hey,
but-
there's more than
doing?
just sex in there somewhere.
Oh, he
No,
laughing.
but there's nothing wrong with that though. If that's your person, you gotta
But-
keep
but-
remembering there's a difference between somebody that's your person and somebody you just fucking on. That's a significant difference, bro. You know what I mean?
But I was in a relationship with the person that I assumed this was our relationship, and this person said to me, "No, I don't go to these places with my man," and that was a red
But
flag
you're
for
not
me.
wrong though, reflection.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
their
well,
mentality.
you was
That's
getting
them,
played,
the
nigga.
modern day girls.
Fuck, she means she didn't go to them places with her man. Nigga, you was getting played, nigga.
That's because you like a type. Like I swear to God, that's why.
I know, but the thing is, it blew my mind because I was like, how do you not go to the club with your man?
Nigga, you
How
couldn't
do
figure that
go
out.
to a house party with your man? But it was played to me as if no, we supposed to be grown, and I had my time and do my thing, and you have your time. And I'm not saying you're not supposed to give each other space, but I just felt like depending on the dynamic of where you're going, I felt like, why am I wrong for being attached to you in public like this? And why would you deem me as wrong or deem me as too sensitive as a man to want to make sure I'm with you like this? That's
Yeah.
you protecting. That's you protecting your not investment or property, but that's you protecting your value.
Can
So
I be
you
honest
put
with you?
Let me show you this little video thing. It's like a little start of what Galentine's is for those in the comment that say they ain't never heard of it. They don't even know what it is. They don't even know their girlfriend or wife was at a Galentine's party on Friday and Saturday. They ain't even know. They thought she was at church.
February 14th, Valentine's
He
Day.
said he thought it was at church.
Oh Lord, let me go on back and shrink it.
It's that Obama internet. Just kidding.
Yeah, I wish it was. That way I ain't gotta have no bill.
February 14th, Valentine's Day, is about romance.
Oh damn, we gonna leave this alone. Jesus Christ.
No,
Hey,
we
but on the Galentine situation.
But if you look at that picture, what you said, 80, look who there. Look what it looked like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think it's trash.
that's miserable, bro.
I think that's a sidebar excuse and a reason for a woman to do what a woman wants to do.
I
There
think
is no
I think a woman that's told you, if you had a woman that straight told you that, I think that bitch is probably seeing hella dudes. She probably don't want to get caught slipping in that. That's why she told you like that, to be honest, if I'm being
Hey,
honest.
Stephanie, look at Ty. Ty over there talking about I love her, though, look at her ass nigga.
Shit.
I think women are always looking for an opportunity to fail the
That's
relationship.
my girl.
I think that y'all niggas didn't hear me the first time. I think women are always looking for an opportunity to fail their man, to fail him. I feel,
No,
I feel women are. They're trying to
I
fail
don't
him
think
in the
anybody wants to
bedroom.
be a failure.
They're trying to fail him in the bedroom, and they're trying to fail him in fathership, and they're trying to fail him domestically, so she can have a reason, opportunity to find or catch that person that they're already fishing for that she feel can advance her forward. I don't
If you
feel a
have a
woman is
woman
ever
that is seeing,
satisfied.
you just said it yourself. If you have a woman that's seeing multiple dudes, like you just said, and you're correct. I think you're correct. I think when you have a woman that's entertaining or fishing or whatever you want to call it, another person, and she wants to go be with that other person, then I think, yes, you are correct. She might try to, so she won't feel guilty, right? She'll try
But
to find something in you to, so she won't take the heat for why it didn't work out.
the
But what?
point I'm making is a woman is never satisfied. I
Yes, we
don't care
are.
what you give. I don't care what you give a female.
Because the
She's
woman,
never
you like the type.
satisfied. A man has to wake up. A man has to wake up every day as if this is the first day he's meeting his wife. This is the first day he's meeting his girl. A man
That's
has to
correct.
wake up every day with that same pivot that he had when he first met that woman.
That is correct. When you like the younger age, illegally age, whatever you said, that's correct. But that
Oh,
don't apply to though.
here you go.
You,
That's a compromise.
you can fix it. You can fix how you want it because
It's true.
even
I'm not even capping. Like I swear,
no,
I'm keeping it all the way up.
even with younger women, they become women way before men become men. So there's no excuse. So you can't even put an age bracket. You legally, you can't put an age bracket on a woman's maturity. I think a
Yes, I
woman
can
needs to
because you like a certain type. You like women that you said dress all crazy and like you just like a type. There's nothing wrong with it, but you just got to be
because
mindful. If that's the type you steer towards, this is what your
you know,
compromise is.
you know
This
what's
is
the
the
type I
stuff you're
steer
gonna have
for?
to deal with.
You know why it's the type I steer for? Because I'm tired of older women walking around in a house coat in the house.
You tired of what?
I'm tired of a woman walking around with a bathtub thing on top of her head.
You talking about a bonnet?
I'm tired of a woman walking around acting like she don't have to fix herself up until Saturday. Why you don't have to? Why is it that you think you don't
But
have
that
to fix yourself up until Friday or Saturday?
but
That's
that
what I
says
told you. Like
that
if you
says
have
more.
You
But
just
kids
see,
or a family,
but hold on, let me intervene real quick. That says more about the man as an individual if that's the kind of woman you allow
a
around.
woman is a reflection of her dude. I promise you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So if that's the kind of woman you attracting, or that's the kind of woman that's constantly around you, that says more. No, I'm just keeping it a band because as a man, we got to set standards and boundaries as well. And if you allow that type of
Yep.
woman to be in your atmosphere, then that's why you having these experiences. Because I can tell by how you be talking, you done had some experiences, nigga, that you would have rather not have had. No, I'm just
Some
keeping
rough
it
ones.
up.
God
You,
damn it.
you, know, you, know, you, know, you know the experiences I've had is I've had failure in the women that I've been engaged with. My assumption of a woman is she is the sexual prize and she should always make me feel sexual. That's a woman's failure. Women do not always make us men feel sexual.
Maybe
If
try
if I'm
dating an older woman, your age,
walking
or
in
a
the
little bit
door,
younger, maybe.
if I'm walking in the door, I should feel horny. If I see you coming out the back,
This nigga
if
right
I
here.
see you coming out the
He
bathroom or the
wants to
back,
come home with her in the
I
lingerie
should
and just
feel
ready to
horny.
go.
If I see you in the kitchen, if I see you in the kitchen fixing dinner, I should feel horny. I
All right,
think
but look,
This nigga a
women have
porn star.
yeah,
sexuality.
yeah, yeah. Hey,
The
hey,
man
but look though, this come
will
back to what
always
we
make
talked
you
about.
horny.
This goes back to what we talked about earlier. If you feel that way, then you definitely got to be catering to that woman's emotions because that's what's gonna make her do all that for you.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
No, but
that's the part that you leaving out. You leaving
no,
that part out.
but she should do that if I'm providing all the other areas.
It don't work
If
like
I'm
that, bro.
providing all
It
the
don't
other
work like
areas,
it don't work like that.
she's
See,
more. It's
you
good.
think
It's
no, hold
good.
on. Because I gotta correct you on that. You thinking because that you financially providing and taking care of somebody that's gonna make them want to do everything that you want them to do, and it don't work like that, bro. We just talked about for 30 minutes how women are emotion based. So if her emotions ain't being taken care of, ain't nothing gonna get taken care of.
My supervision and my caretaking for you as a female should stimulate you to do those things.
That shit works with
I
them
think
younger.
she does
That shit,
kind of
hey,
have a
hold on,
point,
that
because I
shit
think
work.
if you're
That
fully
shit,
taking care of a woman, I think that naturally she's going to do those things for you. To
but
be
it's
honest,
bigger. But it's bigger than just what you providing.
yeah.
That's
No,
the
it's
part you're
No,
leaving
but
out.
for him, what I'm saying is he likes a younger woman, right? So
But
if
that's
you
what I
have a
was gonna
woman
say.
that's fully taken care of by the dude,
Younger women are attracted to that shit because a lot of them probably can't do for themselves. So
yeah,
for you to,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah. So if you giving the provision and all that to a younger broad who ain't necessarily got herself established, she might be more attracted to that, and that might be the reason that's your angle. Because it sounds like that's your angle. You fuck with the unestablished broads.
my
If
angle is women in general should know their sexual job. Women in general should know their sexual job. My angle as a man is I don't need a woman to help me provide. If she helps me, yes, that's a plus. That's an extra. But as a man, I've never needed woman to provide or help me provide.
but that's not the
She
point
said,
though.
"What happens when the plumbing stops working, or you're a 2-minute dude?"
Hey, you got a question, Reflection? Hey, read it,
No,
Stephanie. You
seriously.
got a question in the comments. Steph, go ahead and read it.
So what happens if you fall short on your end? You still think that we'll have the same confidence to walk in and feel horny when you see your woman?
So if I fall short on my end, then she should have a sidebar conversation with me and talk about how I fell short and why I fell short. Because maybe there's a reason why I fell short. Maybe I was disengaged with her. Maybe she didn't please me, or maybe she's not pleasing me no more. Why does it have to be all about her? Maybe she's not doing her part to please me no more. Maybe I don't
Can I
trust
ask
her
you
no
guys a
more.
question? If you, let's say the sex is not good, right? Do you guys communicate that with your partner, or would you just step out?
Say again.
Or
I'm sorry.
how would you let your partner know if you were feeling like, okay, this is getting boring, or I'm not feeling this sexually? How do you communicate that?
With me as a man, I don't know what sloppy sex is. As long as I get my nut, I don't know what trash pussy is.
What I'm
I
saying is, if you, let's say you had a boring sex, or weren't sexually fulfilled, let's say, how do you tell your partner that? Do you just come out and say
But
it? Do
but
you
Stephanie,
try to make it spicy? What's your approach?
The only way I would know that is if I didn't get mine off. But 99% of the time, a man just wants to get his off. He don't care if she's loose or not. Long as I get mine off, I'm good.
you
Oh
lying
my
to
god.
me, nigga. You lying to me, nigga. Hey,
Reflection. Okay, hold on. Let me just
I
ask.
ain't, I ain't
Let me
throwing
ask.
footballs down
Let me
hallways,
ask
nigga.
everybody else. We're not on the same wavelengths here. You want the young people's time.
No, I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
This
It could be
nigga,
through the hole,
find
whatever.
this nigga at, Biz. Where you find this nigga at? Hey,
This nigga porn star. I'm telling you. This nigga at this age stay horny, boy. God
I'm telling
damn.
you. So wait, what about you guys? Would you voice that, or would you step out, or how do you deal with
I
that?
don't. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't think that it would become that far of a relationship if the sex was trash. That's why I said sex is important. It's not the priority. It's not the main thing. It doesn't overrule everything or any of
Yeah.
that. But that's why that connection gotta be legit. Because when you faithful and you only messing with one person,
Yeah.
that motherfucking the sex hit different. It hit different. It hit way different because there's an emotional attachment to somebody when you just fucking with that one person, if that's your person. And I don't think that for most men, we're gonna let a relationship get that far to where that's our person if the sex ain't good, and vice versa. I think a lot of women, I don't think a lot of women are gonna go that far with a man that's not pleasing them sexually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Men will go to hell to back and forth with a woman, even if sex is trash. A woman won't do that with a man.
But you
But
didn't
why?
answer her question. She said, "What do you do if you fall short on your end? Like if you busted in 2 minutes, or if your shit ain't working, or whatever."
No,
I
if
don't
I
think that's
fall
what she was
short,
talking about. I think she was
Yes,
talking
that's
about
what she's
if
asking you.
so you saying if I don't please her,
Mm-hmm.
It hurts me to death. My goal is always to make sure she got hers before I get mine.
But what do you do?
Everything.
How do you address that?
If she don't get hers, if she don't tell me, how do I know?
That's the thing. Okay, what about you, Fred? If you feel some type of way and it ain't it, do you address it? Do you step out? What do you do?
Going to sleep. I don't care.
I'm being serious, goddammit.
I am being serious. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm going to sleep.
At our age, that's probably correct.
No, to me, I have too much pride in the bedroom area. My that's where my conquerorship is. That's where my arrogance come from. That's where my pride come from. I have to conquer my woman in the bedroom, and I have to make sure she's pleased. It's been times where I didn't even get mine, but I took pride in knowing she got hers. So if she's not
what do you do when you fall short? How do you address it? Because you can't say you're like on top of it. Ain't nobody on top of it all the time.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a failure. If I'm not
That's
getting
not
her,
correct.
no.
Everybody falls short sometimes. We all understand that.
No, but I take high pride in that. Every time I'm engaging in a sexual act with my partner or my non-partner, it's my pride that focused on if I conquered and gave her hers. So if she's not getting it, I consider that a failure. That's a loss for me as a man.
I feel like you're full of shit. I feel like you really in it to just let me get it in. Let me just bust one in real quick. I got to go. Like as long as I get one in, we straight.
No, that's after the fact. But my pride is in her. It's me pleasing her. That's always been my pinnacle of my pride as a man. My pinnacle is making sure that she can walk away saying, "Wow, he pleased me. He took care of me." And I feel like that's the most vulnerable state of a woman. It's the bedroom. So that's my opinion. If she's
But I
not
think
getting,
there's more factors that add to that. Does that make sense? It's not just about sex. It's like there's other things that make the sex more meaningful. Does that make sense?
no, you have to emotionally connect with a woman to do that. You have to, yo. If I argue with her too much and I bother her too much, and then I try to get intimate with her, a woman's gonna take that argument to the bedroom, and that's how I'm gonna fail her.
I think if you're in a relationship where there's a lot of turmoil, I've seen where there's a lot of turmoil. Shit's been like y'all be throwing down a lot. Shit ain't what it is. And then when dudes will try to think sex is gonna fix the fucking problem. And I think that for women, when you're in that scenario, that for us, that doesn't feel fulfilling to us because it's like, okay, you don't want to address the problems that we've been arguing about, right? But here you want to fucking just come fuck on me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like for us, we're very emotional and we really care about the foundation of our relationship, our household. So if you're in a scenario where let's say you have a lot of arguing or shit, because we all go through shit patches sometimes, right? I think if you're in that scenario, it is wise to address the reason and get to the core issues of why you guys are arguing back and forth, because sex doesn't fix it. And even if a girl doesn't even if a woman doesn't come out and tell you, because oftentimes we want to come out because we feel like it, and that's where we fall short. As women, I'm going to keep it above. Women fall short because we oftentimes, most of the time, we expect dudes to just know. We think, okay, this is common sense, instead of verbalizing it.
Yeah, buddy.
And I think as women, just as a whole, I think we really fall short in that area because we're not coming out and saying, hey, we expect people to be fucking sidekicking. No, but it's not common sense because dudes think completely different.
I feel if I failed a woman in a bedroom, the relationship is over.
See, well, you gotta hold on. Don't be so hard on yourself because that's not how we think. I think if you feel that way, I think the only time you're gonna be in that scenario, and like if you feel like your partner, like if you feel like getting sex from your partner is like putting a job on her back, one more thing for her to do, and she's not, and she kind of pulls back, then you probably have some, relationship. Again, if you're arguing a lot or there's some, if you have things that are not addressed, those need to be addressed before you try to go just get one in.
Steph, that's the failure on you guys' end. It's not the failure on our end.
No,
It don't take much for us to get our rocks off.
because
But
it's not about that's where you're fucking up right there, because your mindset is thinking, let me get my rocks off, and our mindset is like, okay, I'm not turned on, I'm not sexually aroused until because you guys shut down. Oftentimes you guys don't want to talk about shit, and we try to let you guys lead. So if you guys say, okay, I don't want to talk about it, we kind of put it on the back burner. But for us, that shit, don't think because we didn't bring it up that we forget about it, because that shit stays lingering in our mind.
Hey, but Stephanie, y'all do that. Hey, Stephanie, y'all do that same shit, Stephanie. Women do that same shit. Y'all think because y'all give a motherfucker some coochie that all is well, everything is okay now. You know what I mean? And what happened earlier didn't really matter.
On your age, true.
Nah, bullshit. Y'all. Now that's something I'm gonna say women do as a whole. I normally don't say shit like that. Hey, but y'all do. Y'all got y'all way of, because a lot of times women don't want to fucking apologize for one. Y'all don't want to. Y'all don't want to admit when y'all fuck up.
I think both sides are like, fuck that.
Y'all don't want to admit when y'all fuck up. Y'all not gonna be accountable for shit. So what y'all do is y'all try to slide some coochie and act like that's supposed to make everything better. Hey,
I think we're all different. I think for me, I think the way you view failure matters, because there's no such thing as failure unless you completely quit. I think failing forward is using that as a stepping stone and viewing it as, okay, I fell short here, but this is gonna give me power to get to execute the next time. And even if you fail, 20 times, as long as you don't fucking quit and you get back up and you put effort, it's like a sailor. If you have a captain sailing a boat, as long as he gets up every day and and mans the ship, he knows he will eventually get to his destination, no matter what, right?
It sounds good. Women are moved by emotion. You guys are already attaching yourself. You guys already attach yourself to another man.
No.
But by the time
the girls, you got a type, God damn it.
I don't care. Hey, he take pride in his, I guess, and that's good, bro. And my belief is, I don't care. Me and you started at the same time, so you better finish when I finish, and that's it. And that's how I live. So,
but that's the thing, though. You got men,
right?
like,
we
you
started
can't.
at the same time.
I think a lot of dudes think, okay, I don't want to talk about it, and that's the end of it. And I understand that. But for women, we gotta address it, and then we'll put it behind us. But if you don't address it, it doesn't go away.
Man, look, man, y'all niggas got it back.
With
I'm
me,
trying to put y'all on to how women think.
That's where I get my testosterone.
We done left the Galentine.
With me, that's where I get my male pride from. That's where I get my ego from. That's where I get my arrogance from. It's my sexual prowess.
You got too much riding on it.
A lot.
You got too much riding on it. Because then you know what you do? You giving the woman all the power at that point. You giving her all the power at that point. Because if she
I think
go ahead.
I feel as a man, a woman deserves all the power if she's the prized possession in my life. She deserves the power.
You should be equally yoked on all levels.
Wait. My only issue is, if I give the woman all that power, she's got to give it back to me outside the bedroom. That's the problem. You, and I'm conquering you sexually.
If
I'm empowering you in the bedroom, you must, and it's your obligation to give me that same power outside the bedroom when you're faced with another nigga, or when you faced with another temptation. If you don't give me that same power, that I gave you sexually in the bedroom, then you're trash.
So why are you messing with trash?
Miss McGuire is nasty. What you say? McGuire, you are nasty.
You said I'll sit on your face, motherfucker.
How do I know you trash if you don't give it back to me? So if I'm putting my work in and taking care of you, how is it that you're not supposed to give that back to me in public? The way you hold my hand, the way you respect me.
You're not wrong. You just gotta stop fucking with the type you like. That's the goddamn problem.
Oh my God! All you, 90% of you women are insane.
No,
okay. Still, let me
90% of you women are insane.
That's the bitches you fuck.
You go off emotion.
God damn it! I'm just gonna say it.
He said,
Steph.
hey, Barbara said you gonna tell a nigga to lower his voice and do some push-up and push up off of it.
Yeah. Hey, Steph, let me ask you a question, Steph.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the Galentine's Day where the girls get together, do you think that diminishes or decreases the value in actual real relationships?
Oh, we're gonna get into
No, I just want to know, like, as a woman,
I think if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be celebrating no fucking. First of all, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day because I think you should be considerate of each other on a regular day. I don't need some corporate holiday as an excuse to spend money. Let's go spend $80 on flowers that are gonna die and I'm gonna throw away. That's a waste of money to me. Make it make sense. You know what I mean?
So how do you feel about the Galentine's Day though?
I think that's for single younger women. If you're in a relationship, you should not be at no goddamn whatever the fuck it's for, whatever it's called. That's weird.
It's not even a lot of like young women either. It's actually mostly middle-aged women doing that.
That show you because most of the
but
women
misery loves company, so that's probably why.
But most of the women are single, Benz. So that just lets you know how many old single.
But that's the thing. If you single, then bitches want to mingle. Leave them hoes alone. Let them go fucking do what they want.
The women be single, then they want to mingle, and that's why they got Galentine's Day.
Yeah.
but what I'm trying to say is, look, that just proves the theory of how many single unhappy women it is. You know, they make the big deal about being single and how, girl, we living our best life and I don't need no nigga. I don't need this. And I don't need all of that.
Okay, I'm miserable. I ain't got nobody.
But look how miserable them bitches look all at a goddamn table together with no men around.
Hold on, one at a time. Let them get it out. Go ahead.
I said for the single women that are gloating about how they don't need a man and they don't need this and how they doing this and they popping, they doing all that shit. They all look miserable as fuck sitting at a table with no men around. On the day you supposed to be with your boo.
Right?
On the day you supposed to be with your boo. You with your friends looking stupid as fuck because ain't none of y'all got no goddamn man.
If it didn't matter, then why did they create it in the first place?
No, what I'm saying is why are they creating this false narrative like they don't need no man and that it's about all this extra independence bullshit and everything else. But then it's a day that's the same shit as single moms celebrating Father's Day. Bitch, if you don't sit your ass, bitch, I don't give a fuck about none of that. If you don't sit your big head ass down and celebrate Father's Day on the day that it comes and stop trying to take the.
But then my question is, why is it that when a woman is single, it's looked at as, oh, she hasn't found the right man that cherishes her. She hasn't found the right man that adores her and that honors her and take care of her. But then when a man is single, oh, his sexuality, it must be small. He must not be good with this. He must be broke. He must don't have.
You focus too much on what everybody thinks. Fuck all those people. I don't think people. I really think a lot of us think the world revolves around us. Motherfuckers don't care what we have going on like that. You know what I mean? I think we get in our heads, right? And that's normal. Everybody does that. I think some people do it more so than others. But everybody has that internal talk that makes us, you know, it's like that fight or flight. Everybody has that, but I think you got to just get out of that headspace.
There's nepotism.
Look what McGuire say, and I believe that. So they were trying to say the women get together for brunch, mimosas, and all that. And she's saying women do that shit every goddamn Sunday just to post it on social media. And now you got to make up fake ass holidays like Galentine for women to get together again. Women going to lunch and eat to have drinks is nothing new. You know what I mean? But how stupid do you look? You a bunch of single women sitting out there. First of all, it's supposed to be February 13th. And then they try to move it to February 14th. If I was a woman, I wouldn't want to be in a restaurant with a bunch of single of my friends, and I'm watching all these goddamn couples coming in this restaurant.
They look foolish.
Holding hands, hugged up, and we looking like the miserable crew at the table. Talking about women and girl power and all that fake ass shit.
Hey, me and my girl went out on Friday, the day before Valentine's Day, because our kids had shit to do on Saturday, and we went to the restaurant. And it was nothing but couples in there. There was one group in the back, nigga, where they all dressed alike. It was like 6 of them, cackling and like sounding like hyenas and shit in the back and all of it. But they was looking stupid as fuck because they was the only motherfuckers in there without somebody. They was in there with their friends. There was a Galentine. That's what that was, a Galentine.
And I bet you all it was doing was looking at all y'all that was coupled
That's
up,
exactly what they
probably
was
gossiping
doing.
and talking shit
Looking at everybody
to make
every
themselves
time
feel better about themselves.
Oh God, that's exactly what they was doing.
Maybe.
That's exactly what they was doing the whole
Yeah.
time. And so it just
You know?
shows you
Yeah.
that a lot of that should be a facade to patch up some shit that they really ain't getting to the core of. On Valentine's Day, if you by yourself and it wasn't nothing significant that took place in your life to lead up to that, you got to look in the mirror and start asking yourself some questions. Why the fuck am I by myself on Valentine's Day? I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it all the way real, especially at our age. Because what the fuck is you doing by yourself on Valentine's Day? Like, I'm just keeping it real. Even if you're not in a significant relationship, you should be somewhere in a good enough space with somebody of the opposite sex to where you spending that day with that person. Unless you truly
I just don't think we should. I don't celebrate that day because it's literally they mark up the fucking prices on purpose just to get squeeze money out of people. It's just stupid. If you got to measure how much somebody loves you by what they buy you, you got fucking bigger problems than this holiday. You feel me? Straight up.
I feel the pressure is being bestowed upon your relationship. And I feel like Valentine's Day is the separation of your relationship, because Valentine's Day is now so much pressure to where it's like, how much do you love me? How much do you love me? And now you got to prove it. And now that I feel like it's becoming such a vanity level that you don't even want to participate even in a relationship. You don't want to participate in it because the bar has been raised to where it's now your love is being challenged. I will never be in a relationship and my love is being challenged. Why is my love being questioned on a date?
But I think that's on the individual that you deal with. You got to keep thinking about it, because every time you're making a statement, you making it as if that's what the whole world is on, and everybody's not on that. You got to look at the individuals that you're dealing with, and it sounds like that's what it is. You got a specific type, and that specific type that you fuck with, that's the expectations, or that's the vibe they're giving you. Because when you fucking with somebody solid, I don't think either side is looking at it like that. I think it's more of just because you are invested into this person. It's a holiday. It's a holiday that we get force fed, like all the rest of this shit. The same way they be having Christmas shit up before Halloween is even done and shit. You know what I mean? Like, they forcing that shit on us. A lot of that shit is forced on us, but I think it's only on the individual to determine how that dictates their relationship. You know what I mean? Some people got traditional shit they do. I know people that go to the same place every Valentine's Day because it's significant to them. It might be the first place they ever went on a date, and every Valentine's Day they go to this place. It's all about the level of your relationship. We can't base it all off of a couple of bad experiences or what we think or how we feel about it. Because just because we don't feel like a certain way about it, don't mean other couples they might can't wait for Valentine's Day. Yeah. That might be the day that they throw on their suits, and that might be the only time of the year they go do that. So each relationship is going to have a different element to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, with the women that's all coming together, like the single women, and like I said, they actually changed it from what the Galentine's Day was supposed to be about. I know Miss McGuire asked, do they buy flowers and stuff like that? They really did buy like small gifts for each other. Sometimes they would buy flowers. You know, little shit like that. But then they took it to this whole thing about, like you say, women empowerment, almost trying to celebrate that you're single, and then trying to pick up that notion of you don't need a man. And that's where we are in 2026. But like I say, it's embarrassing. I wouldn't want to be the woman that's sitting in there and I see all couples coming in. I'm with a group of women that's talking about they all single. You might as well just stay home. Like, why is it that important for you to go out that day when you single?
I think it's a sign.
I was even home on Saturday in bed. I was in bed by 7:30.
I think it's a sign of failure. I think it's a sign of failure. I think it's a sign of self-disappointment. And I think it's a sign of unachievement.
It's a fucking.
You know what they go back to? They remember they're saying, they always say women will keep other women single.
Yeah,
single you got women, people cheerleading bullshit.
Women don't keep other women single. Single women will keep other women single. It's more of a pity party, bro. If you ask me, I don't give a fuck how they try to spin it. Think about it. If we came together like dudes, on some more, oh man, I ain't got nobody, man. Let's get together and nigga, you know how bad they would talk about us?
Oh,
I ain't letting off the gas, nigga. That Galentine shit is for motherfuckers that didn't make it. They heart broke. I'm gonna keep it real. Fuck all that. Because if the roles was reversed, I swear they would dog our ass. Look at these old sassy ass niggas. These old sweet ass niggas. Niggas out here, sticking the booty ass niggas. You know what type of shit they say about us? If we got together and we was chilling, taking pictures, nigga, having a toast to cognac. Yeah, we up in here, man. We having a romance up in this motherfucker, man. You don't get the fuck up
come
out of
on,
here with
man.
that shit. A
It's
romance.
weird.
Get
Look,
the fuck
I
out of here.
feel,
Look at Miss McGuire said she got invited to 3 of them, and she had to come excuse for all 3. Like, hell nah, I got a man at home.
Yeah, you feel me? And see, that come from the other single women trying to draw her in to their bullshit.
Yeah, they just tried to draw you in, McGuire. You ignored it. You dodged that. Good shit.
I feel women need to really go back to loving the man that they're with. For better or for worse, I feel women need to go back to loving that man that they're with. And I guarantee you, if that woman loves that man the way she needs to, I guarantee you that man will change his ways. I guarantee you. And she might have to weather the storm. If a female asks me what's my opinion and my assessment of what love is, it's sacrifice. If
Definitely.
women would sacrifice their love for that man, I guarantee you, us as men will love that woman the way she wants us to love her.
You know what
To
that is
love
that
her.
you're
I
asking for?
guarantee you. I guarantee you.
Reflection. You know what that is that you're asking for? You're asking women to take accountability. Nigga, it's never gonna happen.
No,
It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
No.
Never. It's not gonna happen. So that's wishful thinking, my brother. But that shit ain't gonna happen. Either she was solid from the jump.
We take accountability. Yes, we do.
Bullshit,
We do.
Stephanie. Bullshit.
We do.
No. I ain't seen it
Yes,
yet.
we do.
I ain't seen it yet, but I'll wait. I ain't seen it yet, but I'll wait. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so that's why.
I can tell right now, Steph, you never made a sacrifice in your relationship.
Oh, here we go.
Oh shit! You about to get her story. She
Well, actually, I think it's an equal give and take. You know, just like you give respect to give respect. And to be honest with you, for me, it's mostly it's just a natural thing. So I've never been in a situation. I've been in a situation where it's like it goes all the way left. But again, it's got to be equal.
I've sacrificed every relationship I've been in. I've sacrificed my emotions. I've sacrificed my money, and I've sacrificed my lifestyle.
Hold on. I've sacrificed all of those things. But again, you can only go so long thinking that people are going to change, and you come to a point to where you have to accept who people are, and you got to pick you. Because when you stay in those relationships, you got to love yourself first. When you stay in those toxic ass relationships, that's because you love somebody else more than you love you, and that's why shit goes left. As long as you love yourself, it's good to love people, but you never want to love somebody else more than you love yourself, because that's when you get in those fucked off situations to where it's toxic, Stephanie. And all that.
Go ahead, Stephanie. Stephanie come with some game tonight. Go ahead, Steph.
Yeah.
If your communication is good with that person you're sacrificing with, that should air it out. Because all of my exes still want me back. All of my exes still want me back. That's a testament of who I am. That's a testament of who I am.
My exes probably still want me back too, but at the end of the day, there's so many factors. Sometimes people have alcohol issues. Sometimes there's so many different reasons as to why relationship. What are you doing, son? These goddamn kids, bro. It comes to a point to where sometimes you can try to communicate all you want, but if you don't have somebody that's on the same level of awareness or you know, even responsibility, some people can't take accountability. Some people have a problem with taking accountability.
No, so that means your communication skills was fucked.
I'm really calm. I'm very straightforward, and again, but if you disrespect me, you know, I will try to mitigate that. But again, you can take that for so long to where everybody has a limit and you just, you know, match the energy.
You didn't manage your communication. I can still communicate with each one of my past relationships. And I've been
I
married and I've
communicate with
been
them, obviously.
no, what I'm saying is I can still communicate with them on that level that I should have been able to communicate in a relationship, but because they didn't follow leadership, that's what made them fail.
I
They
think it
didn't follow
depends what you
leadership.
consider leadership. If a dude leads, if a dude is truly leading that relationship, he sets the example and sets the tone for what it's going to be. So if you're coming in there coming in hot and thinking that coming out of your neck and being disrespectful, if that's your what you consider setting the tone and being a man, you got the shit all the way fucked up, and shit
You
will go left. There's
you
a,
women
a way to
assume
communicate, and I think when you're in relationships, you experience, you learn as you go, but you cannot act like you're perfect. I think again, if shit falls apart, it's an equal give and take. The same way responsibility, you take your half of responsibility, they take their half. It's never one-sided. It's never one person's fault, because I promise both people
you
add
women
to the shit.
you women assume soon as we impregnate y'all and you have a kid, you have the power. And that's you guys' first failure.
Do nigga
That's
they
your
do.
first failure.
Look,
That's your
They
it's
do.
annoying because you have a type,
That's your
and
first
there's nothing wrong with it, but you can't say you and assume all women are like that. You have these fucked off problems because you pick these fucked off girls that ain't got no game. They don't even got a goddamn job, and you want shit to work. You know what I mean? So I don't
And
know. I'm
that's why
not saying
that's
that's how it is in your household. I don't know.
that's why
But what I'm saying is you have a type, and that's why you feel like all women are like that, because all of your experiences have been fucked off because you got a type.
and he lead with his dick. Cause that's all the young bitches. That's all they young bitch. All she want is a goddamn number 3 from McDonald's and some dick, maybe a little bottle of Patron, nigga, and a Swisher. Nigga, she don't care about nothing else going on. Nigga, that's it. Nigga, you did that. You made her day. Nigga, she gonna do whatever you need her to do.
That's why he say he like the young ones, man.
Yeah.
He said a number 3 McDonald's, a Swisher,
Yeah.
and some dick.
I'm telling you, number 3. I'm telling you, at a goddamn at a Russian cream wood, nigga, she ain't worried about nothing else. I'm telling you.
He's like, damn.
Hey, she's
I
straight for a
think
couple
another
days.
thing too, I think, is being affectionate, like holding hands. Energy is a real fucking thing. And like if you're mad, if you get mad, try to hold somebody's hand, and I promise you, you won't even be mad anymore. Like energy, like literally is a thing. So like if you just are nurturing towards each other, that shit matters. Like it really does.
Somebody hand.
So maybe try that. I don't know.
No. He said
Man.
go hold somebody's hand. What the fuck?
Hey, but at the end of the day, man, you know, that's why it's very important for people to pick their person. You know, people jump into a lot of relationships for some false narratives or false things. You got to really spend time with that person. Now, if you just running amok, then you got to take what you get. You know what I mean? If you just out here just doing whatever, you got to take what you get, and you got to take what comes with it. But as you get older, you start looking for more substance. When your life is of value, you want somebody to complement that as well.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so
Reflection, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, goddammit, because you got it tight.
But it's also about
but the crazy part is the playing field is different in 2026. You're not finding relationship material. So Wes, I feel what you're saying, but that's back in the day. Today's world, you're not finding relationship material. All you finding is slam bam, thank you, ma'am.
Get you
We're
an older
dating
woman. That's the problem. You just said it yourself. The younger slam. There you go, right there. You just answered your own question.
a lot of the older women are the same way because they're following the algorithm of what they think relationships are. Nobody knows what a real relationship is supposed to be. Nobody knows what a real relationship is supposed to be. It's supposed to be commitment and sacrifice. Nobody's willing to make a sacrifice and a commitment. That's it. I'm willing to make a sacrifice and a commitment. But the partner that I'm with is not willing to do that.
Can you all chime in on this? Because I don't want to argue
got
with
the wrong
anybody.
partner. I mean, that's just what it boiled down to, bro. Because we can't sit here and say every woman just ain't shit and every dude got to do that. Shit just don't apply, bro. So at the end of the day, it's about the broads you picking. I mean, that's just bottom line.
It's the generation of broads.
No, it's the generation of broads you fuck with, nigga. You fucking with the bitches that was born, nigga, in goddamn 2000, nigga. Shit, that's the problem, nigga. nigga, that's the problem, nigga. Shit, they barely off the porch, nigga. At 26, nigga, that's the problem, nigga. You fuck. It's gonna be the caliber of what, because we gonna attract what we giving off. And I realized that as I got, as I started doing different moves in life and started putting myself in different positions. When you go to certain places, when we used to go to Brandon's and Ricky's and shit back in the day downtown, I knew what I was leaving with when I left there. I already knew what it was gonna be. You feel me? But it was also different when what was that? What's that spot we used to be out there in Rockland, Benz?
Jukebox.
The jukebox. We went to the jukebox because we was looking for something totally different. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of it has to do with where you're meeting these women. How are you dressing when you meet these women? Are you dressing like a rapper? Are you dressing like Future, nigga? Are you dressing like a nigga that's in his 50s?
I'm dressing how I want to dress. I'm not dumbing myself down, but I'm after a bitch that I want to keep me interested. I'm not after a bitch that's down. I'm not after a housewife. I'm not after.
Well, say that then, nigga. Say you should have started off with that shit. Because as soon as
that's the problem right there. You just said it yourself. If you're not after a housewife, then what the fuck are we talking about here?
Come on. Because I'm after what a woman should feel she should be. A sexual object. That's what I'm after. 24/7.
Right
if
here.
I'm in a relationship with you, you should project sexuality 24/7. That's your fucking job.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Don't nobody love pussy more than me, nigga. But you wrong,
There's
nigga.
more to women than just sex, bro. If you think that sex is the only thing that fucking matters, that's the fucking problem. Then that's why you got what you get.
Exactly.
That's all I want. I know how to.
Then don't complain about it. Then you can't complain about it and act like you want a housewife when you keep fucking with these hood rats.
No, I can't because I'm a provider. I don't need how to do shit else. I know how to sew. Yeah. I know how to iron clothes. I know how to take care of the kitchen. I wash dishes. I wash clothes. All I need you to do is be my sexual provider. That's it. That's all I need. When I go out, I need you to be the prize. That's it. That's all I need.
So then you ain't looking for love, nigga. You want a baddie, nigga. Go get you want a baddie, nigga. That's what you looking for, nigga's a baddie, nigga. You want a baddies club, nigga. That's what you want, nigga. That's you should have led with all of that shit, nigga. You want a baddie. You don't want no grown woman, nigga. You want a baddie. You want the bitch to walk around and patting on her shit the whole time and get on with her song. Come on, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Dancing on couches and shit. That's the bitch you want. You want the bitch that rolls backwards, nigga. I don't want my bitch listening to Mozzie, nigga, rolling backwards, nigga. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you.
McGuire said somebody get this nigga a blow up doll. That's what he did. That's exactly what he did, a blow up doll.
No substance. hey, no substance at all. Hey,
she called it. She called it.
Hey, but one thing about reflection, he ain't setting himself up to get hurt because he already know what he comes.
He gonna get hurt by the blow up dog unless you deflate her.
Hurt his deflection feelings, nigga. That's what got
the blow up dog.
One thing they ain't gonna be hurt his deflection feelings,
dog, man.
Because that nigga ain't putting no feelings in it at all, nigga. That nigga said, nigga, I'm gonna provide and you gonna fuck, nigga. That's prostitution, nigga. So you might as well get you a home, nigga. Oh shit! Nigga, you might as well get you a straight streetwalker, nigga.
She over here clowning too. She talking about telling nigga to shut up, man. Talking about he ain't the prize.
And that nigga, and reflection, you might as well go get you a $40 holler, nigga. And just keep going, nigga. Just. Oh shit!
You said nigga did a $40 holler.
That nigga ain't put no feelings in this shit, man. For real. Hey, but if you know what you want, you can't go wrong. So I ain't mad at the brother Reflection for saying his piece. If that's how he feel, that's how he feel. But this is the difference between a couple that's trying to build and grow something, as opposed to you just basically going for what it is that you want out of it. Because it don't sound like it's never going to be a two-way street in out of your terms, nigga. Your terms is just one.
It depends on
your terms is I pay, you lay, and shut the fuck up. Keep going. I pay, you lay, and that's what it is. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm telling you. Shit.
Hey, I'm telling you, hey, bro, we gotta get McGuire on here next time, boy. She been cutting up all night, boy.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Oh my God.
I ain't never seen her on here
like
before.
her.
I think
She's
this is her first time, boy. She been cutting up. Hey, Reflect, you see what you read the comment right there what she said you need? You say the way you act, boy, you say the way you act, you need you a pocket pussy, nigga.
Oh shit.
Oh,
that nigga need a Melrose, nigga. A Melrose, nigga.
Y'all better stop. Y'all got me weak.
Nigga need a Melrose.
Somebody, y'all better go buy. Y'all better go buy it. Do something. Maybe it might help. I don't fucking know.
Oh, y'all is crazy.
Y'all niggas is ill, bro.
Y'all is crazy tonight.
Hey, real shit though. Oh man, it's all up.
But no, it's all. Hey man, tonight, man, y'all had me rolling tonight, man. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? We got our little closing, man. They say Galentine's Day isn't the problem, but culture shapes the mindset, and mind shape shapes the relationship. So we celebrate independence more than interdependence. Don't be surprised when the connection feels harder to find. Yep. Friendship is powerful, but partnership is too. And we stand on that.
Real talk.
With that being said, y'all, and I appreciate y'all coming on tonight, man. This one for the books, man. I had a good time tonight. The time kind of flew tonight, man. So I mean, we had a good one, man. The
time
comments
when
was
you're
going
having
crazy
fun, right?
on Facebook, man. We had 119 comments. They was going here clowning. The YouTube looking good. Man, I appreciate y'all tonight, man.
Hey, y'all follow us on all the platforms. Y'all what's up with 80 West, man? On all the platforms. Y'all know where to find me.
That's right. Y'all check out 80 West, man, on your Instagram, Facebook, every platform out there. You know, he got his own podcast he do on Thursday nights. Y'all check him out. If y'all in Vegas, y'all look up Reflection. Reflection be out there entertaining out there, man. He be having a crowd on he'll be on Fremont, he'll be on the Strip, anywhere else you need him. But they love him out there. They be out there trying to take pictures with the boy, videos of him, posting everywhere on social media. I do be seeing that. You know what I mean? And Stephanie, y'all can find her in Reno. Stephanie, where you be at the karaoke on Tuesday, Wednesday?
That nigga said in Reno. That's fucked up.
Yeah, nah, she do be in Reno.
Nigga, just say Nevada, nigga. Don't even say Reno, nigga.
She be in Reno. Hey, and shout out, man, to everybody that commented tonight, man. Y'all brought the energy to the show too to make us keep on going tonight, because y'all's clowning and acting up in them comments, boy. I tell you.
Ben,
but yeah, man, we gonna yes, sir.
Could you read that monologue again before we end it? What you just said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me bring
That's
it
the
back
first
up.
time I've heard you read something like that.
Galentine's Day isn't the problem, but culture shapes the mindset, and mindset shapes the relationship. If we celebrate independence more than we celebrate interdependence, don't be surprised when the connections feel harder to find. Friendships are powerful, women, but partnership is too, and we stand on that.
Real talk. Real
You know what I'm
talk.
saying?
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe, man. Enjoy
Yes,
y'all
Get
week.
some rest, man.
Yes, indeed.
Peace. We out.
stand on it. Yeah, it's digital. Just know if I said it, then the bitch make us stand on it. If you ain't heard about it, then you must not be knowing. It's another episode of the realest shit going. Just know if I said it, then I'm in it, then I stand on it. If you ain't heard about it, then you must not be knowing. It's another episode of the realest shit going. Freddie Benz, reflection of legend at 80 West. Yo, welcome to the realest podcast you'd have never heard. Pay attention, boys, game inside every word. I try and tell them take notes, but they never learn. It's all facts, no cap. Let's talk about how your man think you solid, but you cheating on him. Throw the pussy at us and wonder why we don't even want it. You put your nose in people's business and be speaking on it. Drive around in something rented, acting like you own it. We ran off on the plug and ain't bring no money back. You ain't ballin', bro, you never seen 100 racks. You be at your man, baby mama house with honey packs. Sniffing lines, mixing coke with the honey jack. Boy, you better stop lying. You're not gonna ever be as real as us. Stop trying. That's just the way it is. Suck it up and stop crying. We get the bag 4 ways, no stop sign. Snitches got taps on their phone, that's a hotline. Acting like you 6'2" when you 5'9". Couldn't find a recipe you like until you try mine. If you ain't on the field for real, stay on the sideline. Suckers try to treat you like a bitch with the price. Charging like they try and get rich overnight. Knowing they never sat first class on a flight. Talking like they tough, but they never wanna fight. I turn shit into gold when I get my hands on it. You tricking paper on a bitch, throwing bands on her. Showed up to the game and took it over like I planned on it. Look, if I said it, then I mean it and I stand on it. Fast.